So the next team that kind of wanted to talk about was the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, all the buzz around the world right now is Zion this, is Zion that, and honestly, from watching him, I mean, dude, this guy Zion Williamson, this dude is like super legit. Like, I don't really like to go on certain hype trains. I mean, I just want to like see like, cause like everyone can dominate in the college scene. Like, it doesn't really translate like fully to the NBA sometimes. Like someone like, I don't know, like Okafor, or like, I don't know, like whoever. It's like they can dominate college and basically they're nothing in the NBA. So I'm like, I'm kind of weary. I mean, I've seen his highlights. They're pretty good. They're pretty exciting actually. And then once I saw him in the preseason, I was like, oh fuck, dude, this dude's strong as shit. And I mean, and he can hop. He can jump. And I mean, a lot of people are comparing him to like Charles Barkley or like LeBron James or something of that sort. I mean, I don't really think so. I feel like he's more like a mix of like Sean Kemp and like Larry Johnson of like the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if people remember him. He has like that kind of like bulky frame and like super, once in a generation athleticism that I feel like, that's kind of his player comparison. That's what I see. I mean, I think the issue I have with Zion is this guy like wastes a lot of energy when it comes to like penetrating the paint. Like, he has to work so hard just to go in and like, and plus this dude's like 300 pounds. I mean, this guy just had like a knee injury, I think. That's what like Watch said, and they're like holding him out for the entire preseason now. I mean, this dude is like 300 pounds, jumping like head like above rim and landing on his knees. I mean, of course he's gonna have knee issues. I think he's had like a bunch of knee issues before, and this dude honestly has to like cut weight like right now if he wants to prolong his like longevity. I guess I don't know. I mean, man, dude, he is exciting to watch. I mean, it's a shame that he's not playing in the opening night because a lot of people bought tickets to see him play opening night. I mean, the NBA is basically trying to push him right now to be the face to kind of like replace LeBron. I mean, they are kind of like trying to promote someone like Giannis right now, like the MVP. Like, oh look, the NBA game is like more international now, so they're trying to kind of like push Giannis as the face, in my opinion, and then they're trying to have Zion to complement him as well for the American market, because LeBron James, like, sooner or later he's gonna retire. Like, maybe like 3 years down the line he's gonna retire or 4 years down the line when his son gets drafted, and he said that he wanted to play with his son, so he'll play on any team that his son's on, and then I'm assuming he's gonna retire that season. But I mean, Zion Williamson, I mean, man, this dude just has a kind of like a busted jump shot right now. I mean, it is his primary weakness. I mean, this guy, I kind of underestimated him. Like, I thought he didn't have like kind of like good like ball handling skills, or I thought it was just all like raw strength. But this dude's basketball IQ is pretty high. Like, man, my bad, dude. I underestimated him. He has great handling. Great handling. He's great defense. He has quick lateral movement because of athleticism. I mean, he has to really work on his conditioning. Like, I feel like, dude, like, there's no way this guy's gonna last. Like, he's gonna get really tired, and they're gonna have to put him out of the game basically to like rest up. So this guy needs to like cut weight, conditioning. But I mean, dude, this dude looks like the real deal. But will he win Rookie of the Year? I don't believe so. Like, I feel like the person that will win Rookie of the Year will be John Morant, because there's just too many people in the Pelicans right now. They have Lonzo Ball, they have Jrue Holiday, they have what's his face, Brandon Ingram, I mean, just too much people to like kind of outshine them all. I mean, yeah, like Stephen A. Smith saying that he's gonna average like what 22 and 11. He's gonna put up like numbers like the rookie, like Shaq numbers. I'm like, I don't know about that. Relax. I mean, I feel bad for like Zion sometimes. Like they're like trying to promote him so quickly that I don't know if he'll fold under the pressure. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Now, that now, Brandon Ingram. I mean, oh wait, let me get back to it. So as I was saying about Zion, yeah, I don't think he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. But I think he'll have a good showing. I mean, I don't think he'll average 22. I mean, the last person that like rookie that I remember that averaged 22 and 11 was like Blake Griffin, and he was like an all-star that year, I think. And I think it'll be more of maybe like 16 points. I would say will be pretty good. 16 and 6, maybe 7 rebounds. I think while playing some good defense, I think that should be good. I think that should be a good, successful campaign for him. I mean, I don't want to like put too much pressure on this guy. I mean, maybe like in year 3 is when I'll start like really like diving in and criticizing him and seeing like like what does he need to work on. But right now I'm just for me, like rookies, like their first year, just let them play. Just let them play. We'll see what we have with them. Now, Brandon Ingram. I mean, man, Brandon Ingram. I was so high on Brandon Ingram. Like I thought, he was gonna be a superstar. I mean, this dude has it all. Like, I mean, that's what I thought when we drafted him. Like, man, like once like year 5 hits, I think that's when he would like maybe have like show that he's like a superstar. I mean, that's what I always thought. I mean, people thought he was like gonna be like the next Kevin Durant because he's like a skinny ass motherfucker, but I don't know, man. I didn't really believe it. He didn't have really like a scoring mindset. He was more like a kind of like utilities player where he can like give you like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So like he can score, he can rebound, he can assist and ball handle. He can play elite defense. Get some steals, some blocks because of his frame. He can do it all. I mean, that's why like when the Lakers drafted him, I thought it'll be D'Angelo Russell. He'll be like the primary scorer, but the person that'll be like leading the franchise to like championships would have been Brandon Ingram. Or maybe I was delusional. I mean, I thought Brandon Ingram was gonna be like the next coming of Grant Hill. I mean, that's what I thought. Like this dude in his like 3rd year or like 4th year. No, his 3rd year. He was like having stretches of like 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and this dude was like pretty elite when it comes to like finishing. I mean, I thought, like man, all he needed was to do was, tighten his handles, improve his jump shot, improve his like core frame strength, like gain some weight, improve some post moves. I'm like, man, dude, like we got like the next Grant Hill or something. That's what I thought, not Kevin Durant. Grant Hill at his peak. Brandon Ingram, in my opinion, would have averaged like, I don't know, like 23 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and D'Angelo Russell will probably average like, I don't know, like probably like 25 points on like, I don't know, it's like 6 3-point attempts and like 7 assists. That's what I thought. I thought we had the next people up, but I don't know. I guess the Lakers decided, you know what? Fuck these guys. We're trying to get Anthony Davis. So I mean, man. I think the Pelicans got like a great player. I mean, will they commit to him is the question. And honestly, I don't think they'll commit. I feel like because he's gonna take away like the ball handling from like some like Zion, and they want to have like Zion, I guess, develop like more duties to like run the offense. I think they're gonna trade him. I don't think they'll commit. I think honestly his best location might be like his own team, or maybe be like more like complementary. Fuck. Might be a third player on a like a like a almost contender caliber team. Like maybe you like send him to like I don't know Portland. Like so now you have Dame, CJ, Brandon Ingram, and the four. I don't fucking know who plays the four there. It's like fucking Zach Collins or some shit. I don't know. And then you get Nurkic back. I think that'll be like a great team because the Portland Trailblazers have always lacked like wing depth. Like they've always been one wing away from being able to truly contend. Like, I mean, man, if Jimmy Butler went to like the Blazers or like if Paul George went to the Blazers, they would easily be a contender. But shit, it didn't happen. I guess people don't like Portland. I don't know. I don't fucking know why. But I mean, I think David Griffith is gonna trade him. But I mean, we'll see what happens with him. I mean, man, I'm still pretty high on him. I think he'll be like make a lot of All-Star appearances, but just not with the Lakers, sadly. So Jrue Holiday, in my opinion, is like the most underrated point guard. I mean, man. I mean, I think like the NBA surveys had him as like the most underrated, and I think like a second person. I forgot who was like underrated with him. I think Mike Conley, something like that. I mean, Mike Conley is pretty underrated too. I mean, Jrue Holiday, when he was in the playoffs, he like literally locked down like Damian Lillard. Like he locked them straight down. I mean, he and CJ McCollum too. Like I've seen like sequences where he locked both of them down. I'm like, man, like dude, like this dude is just balling right now. He's like fucking y'all up, man. It was kind of embarrassing. Like this dude, like Damian Lillard was like trying to like lean in and get fouls, and like Jrue was just like avoiding him like the fucking Matrix. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I mean, they straight dominated. And then they had like, I mean, Jrue was like averaging, I think he was like averaging like 20 points, I think. It was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, man. But, I mean, I kind of feel sad for Jrue. I wanted him to go to like contender. Like, I feel like his skill set can like match any team. Like, I was hoping like the Raptors would trade for Jrue Holiday. I think they've asked, if I remember correctly, like last year, like hey, Anthony Davis is like up for trade talks right now. Like, is Jrue Holiday up as well? And like, would you be interested in one brand new Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby? And they wanted more. I think they wanted more picks too. And the Raptors like, fuck it, your loss. And Pelicans traded Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and Jrue Holiday just by himself right now. I mean, it's a shame because not too much people pay attention to the Pelicans, and not too much people give credit to Jrue Holiday. I mean, his stats don't really reflect how great of a player he is. I feel like. I mean, I enjoy watching him play. Like, this dude is just so good on defense. It's crazy. And then you have like the backcourt now, like Lonzo Ball. Like, so now like Jrue doesn't really have to like initiate the offense too much now. I mean, now he can like regulate himself back to like the shooting guard position and have Lonzo Ball operate in the offense. I mean, man, when the Lakers like drafted Lonzo Ball, I honestly didn't want Lonzo Ball at all. Like he was like too hyped to begin with, and his shooting like fundamentals were like, the mechanics were so fucked up. Like, I'm like, dude, I hope we don't fucking draft this dude. We should get someone like De'Aaron Fox or like I don't fucking know, like someone else if we really wanted a point guard. But I mean, I thought we had like our franchise point guard already in like D'Angelo Russell. But I mean, whatever. They traded his ass because Magic Johnson was like, hey, we got our boy. You know, he's gonna change our franchise as the face. I'm like, dude, like this dude's like can't even play fucking offense. Like he's missing like open layups, man. Like it was fucking a joke. Now I will give credit to Lonzo Ball as well. I think he had like a pretty underrated like rookie season. Like he was averaging like what 10, 7, and 7, while playing like above average defense. I mean this dude, I'll give him credit on that. He has great defensive fundamentals. It's just his offense just fucked up. And if you can't really like hit threes like in this like NBA era, you better be really good at something else. Like you better be good on defense or something, so that we can be able to play you like someone like Andre Robertson. Like you really need to be good, like top 5 at your position, something like that. And I mean, what can I say? I've watched like what he's done in preseason, and I mean it's pretty good. I mean his shot motion is way better now. Like that fucking weird ass fucking hitch that he does, like is gone. He just like shoots it way more smoother. I mean, I remember like when he got drafted, everyone was asking him like, "Oh, are the Lakers gonna have him change the shot motion?" And everyone's like, "Oh no, you know if it goes in, what's there to fix?" I mean, bro, that shit was not going in. I mean, it was not going in at all. Like every time he shot threes, like fuck, this dude just wasted a possession. But I mean, right now it's looking way more smoother and like, I mean, you gotta give credit to him. He's working hard. I mean, the only issue I also had with him was that he was pretty injury prone too. Like, I mean, this dude had like season-ending injuries. Like it was like weird ankle injuries and like I don't fucking know. I think he had like did he have like a shoulder injury too? I think he was like wearing like padding, if I remember correctly. I don't know, but dude, I mean, what will Lonzo Ball give the Pelicans? He's gonna play like the Rondo role, I guess. Where he's gonna play. The only thing is he's gonna play like really good defense. Like he might be able to play elite defense now. I think that backcourt could be a pretty elite in defending. I mean, they can switch, like Brandon Ingram, Jrue, Lonzo, four, Zion. They're five. That rookie that's like super athletic as fuck that fucking dunked on someone and everyone was like getting hype about it. I forgot his name, but they're like comparing him to like a young DeAndre Jordan. I mean, dude, the Pelicans might make the playoffs. I mean, if I'm being for real, it's like they have like a pretty underrated team. JJ Redick, signed with them. He's probably been helping like Lonzo Ball like with his shooting mechanics. Probably. And he's gonna try to help like Zion too. I mean it's gonna be, man, the Pelicans came out pretty good for Anthony Davis. I mean, they're pretty set. They got their own face to the franchise and Zion Williamson. Drew's Jrue, Brandon Ingram. I mean, they'll probably trade him. We'll see. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they make the eighth seed. They're gonna be like a really exciting team, and they're gonna like push the pace, like to the max. Like they're gonna run. Like that's where Alonzo Ball's at his best. You got guys like Brandon Ingram who's great at finishing. Zion Williamson. I mean, dude, like I'll probably watch like a lot of like Pelicans games just to see like like what they could do with Zion Williamson. Man, y'all Pelicans probably forgot like Anthony Davis who like shit we don't need him. I mean dude, it's gonna be a great season for the Pelicans, and they have like more picks too I think so. Dude, they came out pretty big.